Oh, well, there's nobody in yet. Hopefully, we'll get a couple of people in a moment. Yeah, I'll go home screen and come back.
YouTube tonight, live Q&A to celebrate 2 years on the channel. Hey guys, in order to celebrate 2 years on YouTube, we're going live tonight at 8 PM. That's 8 o'clock on 00 Garage YouTube.
There it is, click on that. Nobody's signed in yet. Nobody's watching. Oh, and there's 2 people in. Hello.
That's us.
Well, one will be you.
Scanny delete.
I'm not going to be able to see any comments. Hello, Anne. Oh, and a like. Well, at least there's one person here. I don't feel quite so left out now being on my own. I thought more people would have joined in by now. And it looks like we've got 4 people in. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. You'll have to excuse the fact that I appear to be holding a lump of plastic in front of me, but 1 or 2 problems with the audio, so this is the best way I can get it to work. I do apologise if it doesn't sound all that good at your side of YouTube, but if you can bear with me and just turn your speakers up if you need to, and hopefully you'll be able to hear everything what I'm saying properly. If anybody's got any questions they want to ask or anything they want to know, just fire away, and I'll answer them as much as I can. It's always fun while you're waiting for somebody to say something instead of people just sitting watching, wondering what the idiot's going to do next. Does anybody have any questions? That's a point, yes. Thanks for that, Anne. Can everybody hear me? Leave us a like if you can hear what I'm saying. Or hit the thumbs up if you can hear what I'm saying. So if anybody has anything that they want to know, anything that they'd like to ask, any details they want to know about what I'm doing on the channel, what I'm doing with the cars on the channel, if anybody wants to know anything, just ask away. So if anybody's out there, if you've been watching the channel, you'll know obviously that the cars that I've got at the moment, I've got a 1968 Dodge Charger and a 1975 Ford Ranchero. They're both in the process of having work done on them. So the Charger needs some body work doing, it needs some panels repaired. The Ranchero just needs a general service and some slight modifications, nothing too over the top as far as the bodywork's concerned, but we're certainly getting into some serious playing about with information on the engine or the details on the engine side of it. And hopefully there's obviously the garage roof to be put right as well. Still working on that one and doing the videos for that one. I don't think I've ever known a live stream where there's only, well, nobody watches. Unless there's other stuff on or other stuff happening. I think I'll wait till 10 minutes and then just stop it, because there's not a lot of point after that. And then I'll just delete it. Well, we'll just hang around until somebody joins. If anybody wants to join. Unmute that for a minute, see if it's coming out all right. Unmute it for a minute. And we're back up to 4 people in the chat. So if you've just joined, hello, thank you for joining. This is a celebratory live stream, Q&A, owing to the fact that my channel's been running for 2 years now. So if you've got anything you want to ask, anything you want to know, just shout out with the questions. If you can hear us, hopefully you can, because we had some trouble with the audio, but we're getting it all up and running a lot better now. Even though it looks as though I'm holding a lump of plastic, at least it's working, and it's hopefully getting the audio across to you with proper volume, and you can hear exactly what I'm saying. So fire away with any questions you've got, anything you want to know. This is obviously the part where you just sit here looking like some kind of plank, waiting for somebody to come into the conversation and say something and join in. So if anybody's interested in what I'm doing this year or where I'm going to be this year, I'm busy putting a list together of the shows I'm going to attend, and that's down to you and me again by the looks of it. I think I'm just going to stop it, because nobody's in. I've had 7 views. Just sit here and talk to myself, because I'm always so good at just sitting here talking to myself. It's very strange when you sit here looking at a piece of plastic, just talking to yourself, not knowing whether anybody's actually watching or listening at all. It's completely different to making a video, because in the video there is just me there. I don't know if there's anybody else there or not, or anybody's going to watch it or not, and yet all my videos seem to do relatively well with the views they get. So I was thinking, I'll come on, I'll do a live stream, and lo and behold, there doesn't appear to be anybody watching the live stream. So it is literally just me talking to a camera with a piece of plastic in my face, because my microphone's broken and this is the best audio I can get. Anyway, so it's nearly the end of January. We're coming into spring shortly, hopefully. Warmer weather, lighter nights, longer nights. Hopefully everything will light up a little bit and we'll be able to get more work done on cars, get the cars out and start to play with them longer. Maybe do some better cruises and some car shows.
Aaron's saying there's no way to make a comment. I can make comments.
If anybody's having any difficulty with anything, I've just received a message there from Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Thanks for joining in.
Go to live chat. There's a button underneath called live chat.
Live chat, which one?
For Aaron, tell Aaron to go to live chat.
Oh, Aaron, if you go on to live chat so that all messages will be visible, you should be able to see there. If you click on live chat, you should be able to comment on it after that. At least hopefully that'll work for you. Right, as we're saying, hopefully if anybody's trying to join in the conversation and comment on screen, if you can't find anywhere to leave a comment, if you just click on live chat at the bottom, that'll bring the comments up, so the comments will be visible to you and you'll be able to click on those and then start typing away. But as I was saying, hi James, how are you? Thanks for joining me. How are you doing? But what we're going to be doing this year is I'm just busy putting a list together of events that I'm going to go to and where I'm going to be taking the cars to. I've got some work to do on the Charger this year. I've got some work to do on the Ranchero this year. And of course, I'm still busy messing about with the roof on the garage and trying to get that sorted and get that fixed up. So there's plenty of work to do. We're just waiting for the longer days and the lighter nights and a bit warmer weather, which seems to be we're going to start getting that shortly. And then we can go from there and start getting everything worked on and hopefully have another wonderful summer this year like we had last year. If anybody's interested in, if anybody watches Roadkill, if you watch Hot Rod Power Tour or Drag Week on YouTube, it happens over there in the States, you might be interested to know that over here in England, we're doing one of our own, or there is one of our own in England happening this year. It's called Drag Week, and it's not called Drag Week, it's called Drag and Drive, and you can find that, a link to that, on the Santa Pod website under, I think it's Street. The link, if you scroll down, go to Santa Pod website and then go to their events page and then scroll down till you find Street, I think it is. Click on that and that'll give you all the details of what's happening at the first ever UK Drag and Drive. So really trying to get tickets together for that one so we can go down there. The way it's going to work is you drive down to Santa Pod and then on day one you've got to do a race down the track at Santa Pod, get your best time that you can, hand your time slip in, and then you head off up to York, do another couple of races at York, get your best time slip at York, hand that in there as well, and then go back to Santa Pod and do the final round at Santa Pod where you're going for your personal best again and hand that timing slip in. Once they're all handed in at the end of the event, the person with the quickest speed over the course of the entire weekend will win. I'm not quite sure what the prizes is. I've forgotten what the prizes are, but the person with the quickest time lapse will win the event. So, of course, you don't have to go down to win. You can just go down for the sheer hell of joining in and having a laugh while you're there. So we'll be doing that. Not quite sure what car we're taking yet, but we'll certainly be there for the entertainment and for the enjoyment. No chance of winning, but it's not about winning. It's about taking part to the first ever drag and drive type thing in the UK. Yeah, I see we've got 4 people in here now. I know who 2 of you are. If the other 2, if you want to say hello, feel free to say hello. If there's anything you want to know, anything you want to ask, feel free to ask away. Not quite sure what else to let you know about what's happening on the channel this year. Hello, Car Tutorials. How are you? Is that James? Did you say before when you typed in? Thanks for joining me. Any questions you want to know? Anything you want to ask about? Just fire away. Yes, and I'm not quite sure the course is going to go down to Santa Pod. I was thinking more about the Mustang. Hi James, how you doing? Thanks for joining in. No, I was thinking more about taking the Mustang down to Dragon Drive, based on the fact that I don't know if I can afford to take the charge, and I don't know if the Ranchero will be ready in time. So, not Cyril, though. No. No, not a Corsa. No. It's going to be the Mustang. If anybody wants to know anything else, though, trying my best to fill in time. Here, well, we'll get a load of people to join. There's 5 in the chat now. We've been going a little over 15 minutes. So if there is anything else anybody wants to know, or anything you're interested in, or if anybody's even wondering why I'm doing what I do. Incidentally, if you have just recently clicked in, have a look and see what's going on. And this bit of plastic I'm holding in front of my face, it's a makeshift microphone due to the fact that there was a sort of a major calamity with the audio before when I was trying to get everything set up ready to go. So I've had to use this instead. But it seems to be working. People can hear what I'm saying, and there's a few comments coming in, so hopefully this will work fine. If anybody has any burning questions about the channel, though, or anything else that's going on that I might be interested in, feel free to fire away. Anybody out there doing, or you lot doing any car shows this year? Is anybody of the 4 people that are in at the moment, is any of you doing any car shows? Are you building any cars? Leave us a like and a comment below and let me know what cars you've got, what you're building, or let me know what your plans are for this summer season. If you're going to go to any car shows or any car events, let me know what's going on, what's happening, where you're going to be. You never know, you might be going somewhere similar to where I am. Might be able to get some videos in around your car if you're taking your car to any events this year. I'll be, actually, if anybody's in the York or Leeds area, there's a venue down there called the Motorist. It's on Shermet in Elburn, down towards Leeds. They do loads of cars and coffees and individual events as well. There's a calendar on their website of all the events that they're planning for this year. There's a few of them that are worth going to. I'll certainly be making my way back down this year. Having been there twice last year, I'll be there more this year, and we'll see how much fun we can have down there. But it's a brilliant place to go to. It is really good. You're absolutely right, James. It's a brilliant place. Both times I went last year, the sun was shining, both warm days. I did the Hubnut social and I did the Furious Driving social as well. And it's absolutely wonderful place. Whoever decided that it would be a good idea to build it or use it was certainly the right thing they did. And of course, I'll be appearing as well this year, as I always do, round the corner from me at Millie's American Diner for my Cars and Coffee. It happens every Wednesday night. And also, if I'm not away at a car show or some other kind of event on a Sunday through the summer, I'll also be at Millie's for 10 o'clock every Sunday morning for my Cars and Bacon Butties event as well. Always get a few cars turning up there, some lovely selection of cars. We've had everything from a 1928 Renault pickup all the way through to a current 2022 Ford Mustang, and everything in between that you can imagine, everything you can think of. There's loads of stuff turns up there. Always a good night, always a laugh. And usually, if the weather's really good, like it was to us last year, we end up with somewhere in the region of 100 cars, all squeezed into a car park that's not really big enough for 100 cars, but we manage it. And it's always hilarious. It's always a great night. But someone else just joined in there. Hello, thank you for joining. Welcome to my celebratory live Q&A for being 2 years on YouTube and still being here. Didn't think I'd make it through 2 years. I thought it would all just peter out after a couple of months maybe, and it would all die. It was really great, James. Yes, it was fantastic. The amount of cars that was there last time. I think I just beat your old record, yeah, but we'd squeeze them in. We'll get them in the car park, and obviously we use if you've ever been to Millie's before, you'll know the layout of the car park, that it's not really that big, especially when a lot of the cars that are coming in are American cars. But we tend to fill the car park, and then we'll park up on the grass on the one side all the way down towards railway lines, and on the other side we'll fill the grass and the verges all the way down to the roundabout. So there's always plenty of space, and nobody ever seems to mind having to move cars to let someone else in or someone else out. Everybody's always pleased to be doing it that way. So we'll definitely be there again this year, and see how much fun we can have there. Hopefully we'll get a few more cars down. You never know. See if we can fill the place out completely so nothing else can get through at all. I think it was 104. Yes, I think it was 104. Oh yes, we'll also be going to Eshet Airfield if anyone's in the Northumberland area. I think they call it the machine meet or the coffee and machine meet. There is a page for it on Facebook if you want to have a look at that. But it's only up at Eshet in Northumberland. It's the airfield where private planes take off. But that was quite successful last year. We were up there. There was a few there, so really look forward to going back up there again this year as we did last year. Maybe take some different cars up this year with one instead of going up in what we went up in last year, because I think last year was just the Mustang we used. Yeah, oh, we'll always be there. The proper car meets? What, you mean mine isn't a proper car meet? The other ones that Andrew does, I think he's doing a fortnight on, I think he said March the 23rd. I think it was March the 23rd. Or possibly the 17th, but I'm nearly certain he said March the 23rd. There might well be some details of that on the Millie's American Diner page on Facebook, but I know Andrew's certainly starting, he's kicking off the season in March with a fortnight, and then he's going back into doing, I think he's still doing the same ones this year. To be honest, I'm not totally sure. I know the Japanese night or the JDM night was a huge success last year. I think the Vauxhalls was relatively good as well, but it's getting the cars down there. That seems to be the main problem. But I think he's certainly kicking the season off on mid to late March with a fortnight to start with, and then going from there. Iceland, fantastic. Are you racing anything when you get there? I mean, given the chance, to be honest, I think fortnight Iceland. It's got to be Iceland, unless you're just going down there for get your fortnight shopping or something. Or do you mean Iceland the country? Because Iceland the country would be really worth going to. I'd give up a night at Millie to go to Iceland, especially if there's any racing involved. But yeah, like I say, I could be wrong. It might not be the 23rd. You're going to Iceland the country, right? Okay, nice one. Are you going? Are you just going for holiday, or are you going up there to do something specific? You're just going to spend some time there relaxing away from everything? But it's been a long time coming. It seems to have been a long winter since the car shows ended last year, and we're getting back in and getting ready to start this year. Oh, great! Oh, you're going to school, right? Oh well, there you go then. If you're going with a school trip, are you just going for the week, James? Or are you going to go for a couple of weeks? Yeah, so we're all looking forward, obviously itching to get back outside and start doing something again, get the engines running up. Right, brilliant. Oh well, look forward to that. You take plenty of clothes to wrap up well. You're going to catch cold while you're over there. But no, everybody hopefully is all looking forward to car show season coming back on again, and doing some more racing hopefully, and getting a few more cars back together. I think this year what I'm going to try and organise is a bit of a cruise. So when we're at the diner, we'll leave the diner and then head up into the main town of Bedlington and just do a huge circle back down to the diner again, see how successful that is. If that works well, then we'll do a bit more next year and see if we can do or later on in the season we might do a slightly longer one. Obviously, I don't want to get waste too much people's money. The amount of money that people have got to spend these days, everybody's got to be careful, and especially if you're going to be driving a huge chuffing V8, you don't want to be putting too much money down the throat. Although they are there to be enjoyed, they have to be enjoyed. So hopefully it'll be a good time. So if anybody wants to volunteer, not looking at you at all, James, but if anybody wants to volunteer to do videos and maybe be on one of the cars and video as much of it as we can, you'd be welcome to do that if you want to. I've yet to work out where you'd be or where you'd sit to see everything, but I'm sure I can sort something out and come to some arrangement at some point. There's also, obviously, this year, there'll also be, as usual, there'll be the Northeast American Car Shows, Fins and Chrome, which I gather is going to be back at Gypsy's Green in South Shields again this year. There'll be the Badlanders event in Bents Park in South Shields. All the dates for these can be found on the relative pages on Facebook. Northeast American Car Club has their own page. Badlanders Motorcycle Club have their own page. So a bit of digging around on Facebook, and you'll all be able to find out exactly where the events are. And of course, if anybody out there has a Morgan's Diary or a Morgan's Yearbook, then every single car show up and down the country is always advertised in the Morgan's Diary or the Morgan's Yearbook when that comes out. And I believe they go on sale in February. If you'd like a copy of one of those, or if you'd like to get one of those, it's £5 for the magazine. It's about a quarter of an inch thick, as I say. It shows or advertises every car show it's on all the way through the summer. And you can get those from the Morgan's Yearbook website. So into Google, type in Morgan's Yearbook, and then all the details are there for you to go and order your copy, or indeed put your event in if you haven't advertised your event in there as yet. Right, well, I think then on this occasion, as there's been so many problems with the microphone, and hopefully it's still working well, I think on this occasion what I'll do is we'll leave it there for now, guys. Thanks for jumping in and chatting. Thanks, James, and Aaron for being on there as well, and Anne, and I'll catch up with you in the next video. Thanks very much, guys. Bye for now.